Hey, Bidwell Presbyterian Church, great to see you. Hey, I didn't hear growing up a lot about how my faith connected to something like stewardship of creation care. But as I've read my Bible more recently, as the signs of the times have helped us understand environmental dangers, I can look at my scriptures with a new lens, and I can see, for example, the call to Adam, Adamah in the Hebrew. That's the mud man that God forms out of the dust. The first command to him, Genesis 2, is to serve and protect Eden. So what if that call to Adam is also a call to me and you to serve and protect the earth, this creation that God has made?
As we think about the mission of God's restoration to the world, it is not limited to our local or global missions organizations. It is also in our looking down at the ground beneath our feet and in our local neighborhoods. Caring for creation is a witness to God's resurrection and mercy for us.
We want to be, as a church, Bidwell Presbyterian, a creation care church, people who take stewardship of God's world seriously. And there's just a myriad of ways to do that. We're wondering if you'll take up with us a creation care pledge in 2024. Pick up 1, 2, 3 practices that throughout 24 help you be stewards of creation. So for example, I learned that sustainable fishing is a way to reverse the decline of overfished global fisheries, which I think a third of which are overfished. In other words, not enough marine life anymore, and yet the demand for seafood continues to grow. So there's this little blue label, MSC, that helps us buy sustainable fishing or sustainable fish, and that in turn ensures that fishing can go on for generations. What a small pivot. What if I or you were to eat fish once a week with that label in mind? So that's just one example. We have a whole committee of people, the Creation Care team, a subcommittee of the Mission Committee, that is thinking through this. What does the Creation Care Pledge look like? So here are a few examples from them to you.
I recently learned that Americans discard more food than in any other country. In fact, between 30 and 40% of the entire U.S. food supply is discarded. Discarding food into a landfill doesn't allow it to compost because there's a lack of oxygen. Instead, it decays and produces greenhouse gases. A positive step in 2024 might be to cook through the contents of your refrigerator, freezer, and pantry, and then keep it well organized with the intent of discarding less food in your home.
I don't care if it rains or freezes, as long as I've got my plastic Jesus riding on the dashboard of my car. Plastics have an exceptionally long shelf life, up to 1,000 years. Some studies estimate that an adult can consume the equivalent of up to 50 plastic bags per year in the form of microparticles. So what can we do about this? Buy large containers of everyday products to reduce plastic waste. And consider single-use cups, plates, plastic containers at your next party. And say no to straws and balloons.
That temporary thrill of buying something new in the store or online, it doesn't last. Before you buy something new, consider donating the stuff you don't want and make thoughtful purchases.
It's not always easy to slow down. In our culture, we are encouraged to be busy, to multitask, and to be as productive as humanly possible. But slowing down is one of the best things we can do for our well-being. And slowing down might save your sanity as well as saving gas. Peaceful or patient driving can lower your gas mileage by 15 to 30%.
So go to bidwellpress.org, go on the upcoming tab or on the homepage and look for Creation Care. Just hit details and you'll see our list that this committee that's spoken to you today has compiled. Just more information, video links, ways to take up creation care here in 2024.
Caring for creation is loving our neighbor.